Hello, it's Derek. Today is day 11 of the challenge. Let's get started. Here we got a 3-bet, but with aces. He could very much be squeezing here. Oh, we're definitely gonna put in a 4-bet. 17. Here we got called on the flop. We have to give him credit for at least a pair. We only beat 8s right here. If he has 8s, he's not betting this turn. If he bet the turn, he probably have an ace. I don't think he's betting a queen on the turn. He could have a queen, he could have an 8. We're just gonna check it to him. Hopefully he has an 8. Here it's okay to 4-bet. I don't like calling 3-bet out of position, especially coming off on button race. Folding is okay too. Here he bet again, we're just gonna fold. Just gonna fold here. Here with a7 suited against under the gun race, easy call. Our hand has a lot of equity against his range. I'm just gonna give it up here without any equity. Not much going on here to begin the session. We're which is okay, because poker is mostly just boring stuff. Boring hands, pick up spots here and there, pick up small pots here and there. It's nothing really, like the fancy part, just very small portion of the game. Mostly just boring grind stuff. Here against under the gun race, we're definitely gonna call it 7-5 suited. 3-betting's okay too, but against under the gun race, I would rather just call in position, because I don't want to 3-bet and gets 4-bet off my hand. Flop absolutely nothing. Easy fold. Here's a perfect time to 4-bet. Never a good idea to just flat call with ace queen offsuit here in small blind. We flop over pair, over cards and a heart, queen high flush draw. Definitely gonna continue here. We're probably just gonna bet like $10, and then if you jam, then we just have to get it in. Never folding this hand here. If he has ace high flush draw, nothing we can do. That's okay. We still have really good equity against that hand. We don't get there, unfortunately. We still have like 50% equity close to against that hand. Here we turn an ace, just gonna bet. Well, a little less, we still have 40% equity, but there's no way we fold there with 40% equity. Um, it's really odd. I feel like they have like two pair a lot here. Or they both could have a 6 for a straight, so we're just gonna fold and see what happens. Yeah, they have a 6. Here we're gonna 3-bet with ace jack off against button open. Flop got shot straight draw, backdoor flush draw, going up to it for c-bet. Gonna bet like pretty big here actually. Here against 7-5 off, we can call and see a flop. Here, very good turn. I think we're just gonna barrel here. We turn the open-ended straight draw, and also to go with the flush draw. 15. We just have to call here. There's no choice really. $33 to win 153. We just have to call and hopefully we get there. We should still have like 35% equity here. We already have a flush. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it's just really nothing we can do there. I don't think. I guess you could make a case for checking the turn and then just pot control a little bit. But that's definitely not the way it played out, which is okay. Yeah, that guy called us with 7-3 suited, was it? It's kind of crazy. Here we turn second pair, just gonna bet it out. Yeah, he called 3-bet with 7-3 suited, so we should make a note. This guy's kind of bad. We flop a flush here, we're just gonna put a little bit raise. Yeah, he called 3-bet with 7-3 suited. It's just a sign of a bad, really bad player. Definitely gonna make a notes. Definitely gonna bet here. Not the greatest flop, but it doesn't benefit his range too, so it's very likely he's just gonna fold here. Here it's okay to flat call. The two players in a blind doesn't really squeeze that much. It's okay to call with this board, with ace high. Especially this guy c-bets a lot. Oh, he barrel again pretty big. Looking at his stack, I don't think raise bluff here is a good idea because I don't think it's ever folding like tens, jacks, or even kings. So we just have to fold. If it's deeper, then it's more room to outplay him. Here with ace nine suited, I'm just gonna 3-bet. Our 3-bet rate is pretty low for this session so far. Gonna ramp it up a little bit. We flop a not flush draw. Definitely gonna c-bet this. 30% of pot. Here we can barrel. We can check behind. Either way works. Probably just gonna check behind here. When he bets out, we just have to fold. He has a lot of jacks here, especially here we got raise. It's very interesting. We have a top pair with the open and straight draw. Just gonna call and see a turn. Pretty good turn for us. All the draws missed. I'm just gonna bet pretty big here. So if they have like a flush draw, they have to pay for it. We got mid raised. He could have a flush draw still here. He could have Jack 9, which is the nuts here. I don't see him having Knight 6. I think a lot of time we still have the best hand here. So I would just call. That is like a really perfect card. Um, we're really not getting any value if he has a better hands. But if he has like Ace 10 or something, he's not betting this river. So we just check to him. So he can bluff at it, and then we most likely gonna just call. Yeah, he had the nuts. Ooh, unfortunate. But I don't see any other way to play out that hand. Folding was way too weak on the flop or on the turn. Here we're just isolating with 10-7 suited. Flopped up bottom two pair. Gonna bet like pretty big here. Pretty happy to just take it down. Bottom two pair on that kind of board is not really good. And here we got pretty lucky. We flop a straight, only losing to queen 10, which I don't think he has. We're gonna do a actually against a play like that, like a calling station, which is gonna make bet a little bit bigger. Because if he has it, he's gonna call. If he doesn't, he's gonna fold. He's never gonna notice your bet sizing. Rather your bet is small or your bet is big, it doesn't really matter. If they decide they want to call, they'll call. That decision will never change based on how big or how little you're betting. So if they have it, they will call. If they don't, they always just fold. Here we got raised. I think against a play like this, we just get it in because he could be doing this with just a 10. So let's just putting like another mid raise. Try to get it in. Against another player, like a better player, we're definitely gonna call in position and then see what turn brings. But against a player like this, like really weak loose players, it's almost the best to just get it in, get all the money in. We're just gonna jam here. We have $29. Pot is almost 60, so it's almost never folding. I hope. He could be completely drawing dead too. Oh, he had a set. That's unfortunate. Sucks for him. That was just unlucky of him. There's nothing he could do there. But to get stacked. But I don't feel bad at all because it happens to me way too often as well. So it's just the way the game is played. Just gonna call his 7 suited in position against this late open. 3 betting is okay too. Got backdoor flush draw. This is a pretty good board to just flow with because just almost any other turn is gonna be a lot of turns gonna be good for us, and then we can always wrap like a pocket pair on the turn to outplay him, or we can wrap a flush. Um, Here we're just gonna bet, and then it's gonna be very difficult for him to continue unless he has like ace of heart or like a queen here. Yeah, a lot of time we'll just take it off. We'll just pick up the pot there. Here we flop a set against an ace high board, rainbow. It's really safe. This guy is a regular who doesn't 3-bet that much. Um, I think we're gonna bet this. He should always bet with an ace there. So he probably doesn't have an ace. I'm guessing he has like maybe jacks, queens, and kings. We're gonna just bet pretty big here. Because I don't think he's continuing with jacks, kings, and queens anyways. So let's just bet pretty big. Um, there's a slight chance he might be doing this with ace king. Or we just run into like a complete cooler. He had aces. That's also a possibility. If he jam here, he probably has aces. That's gonna suck for us, but we're not gonna force that. Yeah, he probably just have like jacks, between jacks, queens, or kings. This guy's pretty tight. Just gonna do a C bet. Our range just dominates his so much. King queen board. Once he called, he could have a king, he could have a queen, he could have a flush draw, but very rarely we're ahead because I don't think he's calling with an 8 there. Now we don't beat anything except a busted draw. When he bets out like that, we're just gonna give it to him. He could be bluffing, but actually, nah. Just gonna give it to him. Here on a 6-6-7 board, just gonna bet half the pot here. Pocket nice. Here, king is really good for our range. We're just gonna continue barreling. Gonna bet like 75% and a little bit, maybe a little more than that. Gonna be very extremely difficult for him to continue. Most of the time, he just have to fold like a straight flush. I mean, a straight draw. 5 completes 8-9, which we blocks with the 9. When he lead out like that, I guess he could have a king. He could have a 6. But when he lead out like that, we just have to kind of give it to him. We don't really beat anything anymore. We only beat 5-8. That's about it. But I don't think 5-8 calls the turn though, so I'm just gonna give it to him. Here we flop top sets. Gonna bet 30% a pot. We got raised. He's probably making a play here. On a board like this, there's nothing he could have. I guess he could have 6-7, but 6-7 will never raise here. So we're just kind of pretending like we're thinking a little bit and then just call. And then check it to him. Hopefully he make another bluff. 7 doesn't change anything. He's never have 6-9 there. Just gonna check it to him. 9 doesn't change much. I don't think he has a 6 in his range. Unless he has pocket 6s. and then just want to use it as a bluff, so we just check it to him. Hope he would bluff at it. I don't see it though. I just give up. He probably just like making a play, has like nothing. Yeah, ace jack. Pretty much was making a play without any equity. It was pretty much drawing dead on the flop. Drawing dead to runner. With Jack 9 suited here in the blind, definitely gonna call and see a flop play against this guy. Flop middle pair. He opens quite a lot, so we're gonna call a c-bet because it doesn't mean that he has an ace here when he bet. Because he opens like 25% of the time, it's just way too loose. Just gonna check the to it again. We might call one more time depending on how much he bets. I think $3 is definitely a call. He could have like a king, queen, king, jack here. Don't see him have. He could have a flush draw as well, so he could still be ahead here. A is a very good card. We're just gonna check it to him. If he barrel again, we might have to call. He's just basically doing it with nothing. Probably just like king, queen, king, jack. Yeah, he had king, queen. He had a flush draw to go with it as well. But we got lucky that he didn't get there. But on that river, I was planning to do another check call. Just because it didn't make sense for him to 3-barrel and try to get value in that type of board, in that type of river, because he rarely gets 3-barrel of 3 streets of value against our hand anyways. If we had an ace there, most of the time, just gonna fold the river. And then he's really not beating anything else. Just gonna check it down. Pretty good run. I'm pretty sure we have the best 10 here, but we're definitely not gonna bet because people are not gonna call with worse. Here we're gonna 3-bet with ace 3 suited. Whoops, he had 8s. We flop bottom pair. Backdoor flush draw. Just gonna bet like 30% a pot. Turn nut flush draw, really good. We're just gonna barrel this pretty big, almost pot size. Here we're gonna see a flop with 4-3 suited in blind, 3-way. Flop nothing, we're just gonna give it up. Good thing we just take it down. Always good to just take it down without contest, without having to hit our cards. Because when people fold, we win 100% of the time. It's always the preferred way. Here, just gonna fold. Here against a very tight player, he never raises. A9 suited plays pretty well against his tight range because a lot of time he's gonna have 2 big cards, and the A9 suited just plays really well against that range. Now we completely airball the flop. We're just gonna fold. I guess he has like jacks or queens here. Wow, he had queen 7? Wow. So that guy never raises, and then the first time he ever raises, he had queen 7 suited. That's interesting. Here we kind of open kind of loose with 7-5 suited, early position. Sometimes you can do that, like just to mix up your range, so people can put you on specific hand. We flop middle pair here. We're just gonna see bet half the pot. Hopefully just take it down. Don't. Turns a 4. We we still beat flush draws. Um, Ace Jack suited. We're just gonna call. We're gonna check. See what this guy does. He bet really big. He could have a flush draw here, but we're not gonna call him out of position with just a 7. Just gonna fold. Here we flop an ace. He check. We're just gonna bet half the pot. Turn 2 pair. We're only losing to king queen. Probably gonna barrel again. King queen suited is definitely a call. You can make a case for 3-bet too. Just gonna fold here with 3-bet. Gonna 3-bet with ace king. Ace queen for. We're gonna check here. Here with jacks, we're just gonna call. Gonna try something different. We could 3-bet. We're just gonna call here. He could have ace queen. Kind of want to pot control a little bit since he has a lot of. We're fairly deep. Turn and gush out straight draw. Now ace 10 beat us. Just have to check again. Here, this guy squeezes. This is a perfect time to 4-bet, because he'll like our hand just looks like a complete bluff, so we can definitely 4-bet and get it in. We're probably just gonna bet full value here, I think. Actually, we're just gonna check. Yeah, we're just gonna call here because we under rep our hand so much, and then he might be thinking we're just making a play. Yeah, we dominated him. But like in here, if we play any other way, we wouldn't get his stack, right? So sometimes it's okay to mix it up a little bit by just flat calling, especially against under the gun range, because under the gun can have like really strong hand, and it's safe to. It's okay to flat call with jacks in position sometimes, just in case you're up against queens, aces, and kings. Like over here, like we just flat call with jacks, and then that's how we got the stack, right? So if we raised and then we just do our normal way with 3-bet, this guy probably 4-bet and then fold to a jam, or he could just like cold call the 3-bet. But he's gonna proceed with caution, right? He's gonna proceed with caution because we 3-betted the under the gun raise, so he's gonna give us credit for real hands. But since we just call here, that makes it make our hands extremely weak. Looks like a suited connector, suited ace, or like 10 jack, queen jack, something like that, right? So he went ahead and squeezed, and he's not gonna put us on a real hand because the way we just flat call, and here we just 4-bet, and then he just think that we are making a play, and then that's why he overplay his tens, and then that's how we stack him. So sometimes it's okay to mix up the way you play, and then it's gonna benefit you. Of course, some other times you're gonna get punished. Like some other time you're gonna get punished. A bad flop is gonna come. Sometimes you call it under the gun raise with ace king suited, and then just gonna miss it or something. Then you just have to play accordingly, right? You just have to know that you didn't put in that much money in that hand, and it is okay to fold ace king when you miss the flop. Here we got check raised. Ace 10 suited. I'm gonna put it in 3-bet here. We're just gonna fold here. It's okay to call as well, but against this particular player, 3-betting is okay. Especially our 3-bet raise kind of low today. It's around 6%. Ideally, we want it to be like around, um, for me, I'll say like around 8 to 10%. That's normally the percentage that I 3-bet. The percentage I 3-bet. You don't want your 3-bet percentage to be too low, because if it's too low and then you have like a real hand like aces, ace king, kings, queens, people are just gonna respect your 3-bet way too much. Here we're just gonna fold with queen jack out of position. Calling is okay once in a while, but I don't like I don't like playing out of position with queen jack offsuit against early position open, because I don't think that's a plus EV play in the long run. Meaning that if we play the hands like 1,000 times, 10,000 times, it's probably a negative play. Like we probably lose money. Calling with queen jack offsuit against early position open. Here, interesting, we got, so this guy who never raises, and then this guy 3-bet him, and then we have eights in a blind. It's okay to 4-bet. I don't like calling here, because I don't want to call and then this guy 4-bet, putting in 4-bet, so it's okay to fold, it's okay to 4-bet. We're probably just gonna fold here. I mean, some other time we're 4-bet. Either way is fine, but I don't like calling there. Out of position with eights against two players is just never ideal. Jack ace suited under the gun is kind of loose, but like I said, we have been playing pretty tight this session, so I'm gonna get a lot of credit. Here with ace 5 suited against someone who never opened, we're probably gonna put in 3-bet here. I'm gonna put in 3-bet. Here we got 3-bet with king 10 offsuit, just easy fold. This guy's pretty deep, so makes our hand more valuable. Suited ace is very valuable when you're like extremely deep. We flop top pair. We're gonna proceed with caution right here. We're just gonna c-bet 30%, like how we normally do. Just call. We turn the flush draw, which is good. We're just gonna check behind here, because we don't beat anything. If we bet and then we get called again, most of the time you're just gonna have a better ace. And then if he doesn't have a better ace, he will just fold. So there's no reason to bet the turn there. Might as well just try to see if we can hit the flush on the river. This is a pretty good card, because I don't think he has ace king. If he had ace king, he probably 4-bet us pre-flop. He could have ace queen here, I don't see him having a flush draw. We're probably just gonna call because we chop with ace jack. Hopefully he doesn't have ace queen. He could have ace queen though. Oh, he just had pocket threes. I don't know what he's doing. So I guess that player is pretty bad. Like when he bet out there, he has to at least minimum has an ace. Because we're never folding there. Like we're like with the way he play out, we're never folding the river. Even with like pocket kings, we're never folding there. So with the way he played out, he has to be like absolutely dumbass to think he could bluff us off the hand, right? So if he doesn't have a value hand, why did that? That's just spewing money. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Here with ace 10 suited, I think it's a 3-bet. Um, Definitely a 3-bet. I don't want to call against two players. When this guy jam, we just have to fold. Good for him. Here flop top pair. Just gonna check here, actually. We turn a deuce. We bet half the pot. If he has like any type of pair, he should call this. He doesn't. We flop middle set against this particular player. We're just gonna bet pretty big. It's no, he doesn't seem to be folding to c bets a lot. Gonna bet like almost pot size. You're gonna raise with pocket fours. We lose to king jack here. We're definitely gonna barrel this. Let's bet like half the pot here. Here we're just gonna do a c bet. He could have king jack here. If he does, he will raise this turn, and then we probably have to call and then try to. If he just called, that means he probably doesn't have king jack. He could have king queen. So we're just gonna bet like a little, something that king queen can call. We're not gonna check it to him because a lot of time he's just gonna check behind. Hopefully call with king queen. It would be. Oh, I was about to say if he raises that would be like pretty terrible. But I don't think we can fold here because I think king jack is a raise on the turn. And with $13 more on $47 pot, we just have to call with a set. There's nothing we can do here. If he has king jack, he has king jack. Hopefully he has ace queen, but I don't think ace queen raises this river. We're just gonna call. Oh, he had pocket queens. Wow, okay, we saved money. We got lucky. Because if he just fast play it, he just raised us on the flop, then we lose the entire stack. And then he was pretty deep too. If I remember correctly. Yeah, he had like $100 something too. So to begin the hand with. So we saved so much money. We only lost $30 there, which is like a little over half the stack. We should have lost like $130 there. So we got lucky. He didn't play well. Here we got 3-betted. But this guy. Um, Calling is okay, folding is okay too. And here, probably just gonna fold for this. Here we got raise. Not exactly sure why he's raising with, but good for him. So yeah, we got lucky there, man. If he's a good player, cause he just flat call with queens pre-flop, like pocket tens was definitely the nuts there. So if we bet and then he just raised that on the flop, and we're gonna put in like another raise, and then he's just gonna get it in on the flop. Cause we were never putting on queens there, cause he just flat call our pre-flop raise instead of three betting. So he kind of trapped us there, but he didn't play it well. He just slow played way too much. He just called the flop and then called like we bet really small on turn, and then he decided to just call instead of raising. That's just really bad of him to do that. But good for us, we save money. But if you want to learn how to play poker, definitely not learning from that guy. That guy pretty much made the minimum. And on poker, you always wanna make maximum value. That was like a perfect demonstration of making minimum value, which is not something you want to do. Here we flop middle pair, just gonna bet the top kicker. We got double raised. Um, our hand doesn't really have that much potential, so it's okay to just fold. Here, against this player, we're just gonna check behind. Just gonna give it to him. Here we're just gonna raise. Oh, we're gonna three bet with the aces. Instant call. Should we slow roll him? Wow, that's a cooler for him. But him doing that was kind of stupid though. Like you just flat call and then like over jam against a three bet. Like come on. Like people are never gonna call you with worse. I guess worst hand people call you with is probably like ace king. And then if people has queens, the hand's gonna play out the same anyways. Like why jam there? Like you're just losing value a lot of time. Here with ace 10 offsuit, it's okay to call, it's okay to three bet. Just gonna call here. Flop an ace. We're only losing to ace king and ace jack. This guy see bet a lot. We're actually gonna put in a raise here against that sizing. Gonna put in a pretty good value bet here. Like 70% a pot. Here's against a regular race. Just gonna call threes in a blind. Here we got three betted. Just really nothing we can do with king jack off for two fold. You're just gonna fold. Here with pocket 6-6 against under the gun race, we can make a call. Three betting is a little bit too loose. Here with queen jack offsuit, we are gonna call. Playing position. Flop gosh a straight draw. Um, Here, this guy 4-betted, we just have to 4-6s. We just have to make a bet, because this board is benefit our big blind calling range a lot. And we turn the nuts, which is always nice. We're gonna back pretty big here. So he might think we're bluffing. Hopefully he has a jack and overplay his hand. Another 10. He's never having a bolt here, I don't think. With the way it played out, I don't think he ever has a bolt there. So we're just gonna bet like really small, so give you a chance to bluff. Actually, let's bet for value. Hopefully he has a something. I don't think he has a jack though. Here we flop top 2, and then this guy dunk bet and lead to us. We're just gonna race. Jack doesn't change much. Ace queen gets there, but I don't think he lead there with the ace queen. Most likely he has a flush draw, or he has like jack queen jack. Definitely gonna bet here pretty big. He could have queen jack here, and then queen jack miss, which is good for us. A 9 makes it straight. I don't see him having a lot of 9 his range, but I don't think we can get any more value from a hand like king queen. So I think it's better to just check behind here. I don't think king queen will call us here, so we just check. Yeah, jack 8. That's weird. Oh, what did this guy have here? What did he call us with? He actually could have aces, I think. Here we have Gasha straight draw. I think he could have aces there, where we had the nuts straight. Trying to figure out what he had. He could have like aces or kings. This is my estimate. Oh, he had a 6. Oh, so he had the lower end of the straight. Okay, that makes sense. Well, we got max value for sure there. Here, we got 3-betted. This guy has a pretty tight 3-bet range. If it's king queen suited, we probably call and play in position. King queen offsuit, you can make a case for call sometimes too, but I don't feel like calling against that particular player. We're gonna call it a session here pretty soon. I'm not sure if we have a positive or negative session because we have lost a lot of stacks in the beginning of the session, but we kind of make it back a little bit. This guy is pretty tight. We're just gonna put in a 4-bet, 3-bet. But we made it back plenty of them, so I'm not sure if we're in the negative or positive. Jack 9 suited against under the gun race, definitely worth a call and see a flop. Hopefully we don't get squeezed. We did. Jack 9 is okay. We can call a 3-bet too, but he raised like 5x, which is kind of like a big raise. Here against this guy, definitely gonna 3-bet him with pocket tens. Since he 4-bet, we just have to fold. There's nothing we can do here. Oh, he 4-bet us. We're just gonna fold here because I don't think that guy's messing around with us that much there. And pocket tens doesn't really play that well against a 4-bet range from a really tight player. So a lot of time we're dominated there, and then it's gonna be extremely difficult to play pocket tens out of position if we just flat call 4-bets there. Against a loser regular or someone we have history with, I guess we could always 5-bet shove there, and might be a profitable play. But over there against a tight player, um, folding just seems like the best option. Opening with King 9 suited here is kind of loose, but we can do that once in a while, like just to mix it in. Sometimes I fold, sometimes I raise with King 9 suited under the gun. Okay, let's see what we do. Oh, we actually are in the positive, so we up around $43. Expected value was $40, so we run pretty close to our expected value. We have put a few green session in a row. Hopefully it's a good sign for upswing. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.